Hi, Mal.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I look I look a little crazy. I haven't showered yet. I always go on a walk in the morning, like early to get
Mhm.
my dog walked because it's so hot in Houston. It's like I have to go at like the butt crack of dawn or it's like he can't
Too
go.
hot.
Yes. But I didn't shower. I'm like, I literally have been home for like an hour. I'm like, I could have totally taken have time to take a shower, but then I got cold, so I put the sweater on, and now I look like a freaking I'll look Hagrid, but I promise I'm not Hagrid, and I promise I didn't wake up just. Hi, Shanna.
Hey, Shanna.
How was Mexico?
It was good. It was our first time in Cabo.
You
And
like it?
I didn't like it.
You did it?
Yeah.
It's kind of nightlicey, isn't it?
It's that and it's really expensive.
And you can't get in the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, too. Yeah, it was not what, and the place we stayed was like super spread out. So you had to take, like, you had to call for a golf cart.
Yeah.
They had to take you everywhere. I'm like, yeah,
What did you all stay at an all-inclusive resort?
yes.
Which one?
Um, Puebla, Bonita, Sunset.
Okay.
So they had like a few of them. So you could go to their sister spot, and their sister spot you could get in the water, but still it was a yellow. So unless you are like a Olympic swimmer, it's not recommended.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we won't. I was like, Puerto Vallarta, Cancun all day long,
Yeah.
Cabo. No thanks. But
Yeah.
it's fun.
I like Cabo, but for the food. Like just like their food is really good. Like their restaurants are really good.
Yeah, we went out. So there were six of us, four kids, husband and I, because my 18-year-old daughter brought her friend. And we went out to dinner one night at the office, which
Oh yeah.
doesn't expensive to me. It
Yeah.
was $590.
They'll get
And
you.
we don't drink, so it wasn't alcohol, it was
That's
just
crazy.
food. It was so expensive.
That's
And then
crazy.
we had tacos one night at this place called La Lupita's, and it was like 230. I'm like, no, give me Cancun, like somebody carving meat off something and throwing it in a tortilla for like
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah.
Dang. So I'm like, no, thank you. We won't do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was still, I
It's
mean,
pretty though.
yeah, it was really pretty. And we try to do something every August for the kids before school starts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, next time we'll just know, stick with the tried and true.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I'm glad you're back and safe.
Thank you.
Hello, Erin and Jen. And I
My
know
daughter even lost her phone in Walmart and someone found it, turned it in, and she got it back. I'm like,
wow.
next time someone says
That's nice.
safe, I'm going to be like, we lost a phone in Walmart and got it back.
I've never understood. Like, I know that there's like cartels and stuff, but I've been all over that country, and every time I'm like, man, it's lovely here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we are. I know Jesse's here, but she's gonna stay off. And then Jess Gillespie and then Jacob. But we'll go ahead and start. And Amanda. And who else are we missing?
Amanda's on vacation.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep. Okay, I knew that. Okay, I'll start us with a quick prayer. Lord, thank you so much for this morning. Thank you so much for this time that we get to come together as a team and just connect, so that we don't feel all alone in our own little offices. And we just ask, Lord, that you would just be with all of us today, guide us in what you would have us focus on. Let our hands be inspired by the work that you want us to do, and just allow us to be present in our work, Lord, and just experience joy today as much as possible. Amen. Okay, so for inspiration, I feel like this is so funny to me because I'm like, I am like the most easily inspired person ever. Like if I see a video on Instagram, I'm like tears, like I get so easily inspired by stuff. And for the last two times of this call, I'm like, oh, I have nothing. I'm not inspired by anything. But I did have one today. So church, on Sunday, our pastor talked about, um, we're in this series where we're in Ecclesiastes, and Ecclesiastes is written by Solomon. He's like the wisest man in the world, all this stuff. And so basically, Ecclesiastes is written on his deathbed when he's like telling everybody basically what he's learned over his life. And so this specific portion that we talked about was being okay with being content. And when he first said that, I was like, ooh, I already know I'm not going to like this because I'm such a, and I'm sure we all are, very like just high achievers. Like we're always have our eyes set on like what the next goal is. We're constantly wanting more, right? We're not wanting to be average. We're not wanting to settle for just mediocre. We're wanting to strive for more. So when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm very interested to how he's gonna bring this around. And so essentially what he said was the most dangerous words that we can say are, I wish I were, or when I am. And I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, when I get this, then I'll be happy. Or when this happens, then I'll be happy. We've all heard some kind of caveat of that, I'm sure, in our lives before. But it really hit me because I personally am in a season right now where there's a lot of big things for me on the horizon, hopefully, an engagement ring and a house, right? Like those are like the two things that I have just been thinking about for the last year and a half. And I have caught myself recently being like, oh, well, when we're engaged, then I'll start doing this. Or, oh, when I have my own house, when we move into our own house and we don't have roommates anymore, then I'll do X, Y, and Z. And so when the pastor started talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, you're totally living in the when this happens, then that. And he talked about how dangerous that is because it can take us out of the present moment and really just experiencing what it is that's in front of us and really just enjoying where you're at and being content with where you are. That doesn't mean that we don't set those big goals. It doesn't mean that we just settle for less, but it's not allowing those things to take away from what you have right now because then you miss out and you're not present. Your relationships will suffer. Your viewpoint of yourself will suffer, and it's just not. Solomon in Ecclesiastes said it's like chasing the wind. Like it's literally pointless to do that. So that was my inspiration because it definitely kind of was a kick in my butt to be like, okay, girl, you need to stop doing that. And I need to get back to just my daily, I used to journal gratitude all the time and just getting back to that and being just naming specific things that I'm thankful for in the present moment. So that's my inspiration for you all today. Does anybody else have anything inspiring that they want to share?
No, that was right on time. I feel
Oh,
convicted.
good. Good, good, good. Okay, let's see. So testimonials and shout outs. Okay, so July was like a killer, insanely miraculous month because we were positive ROAS for the first time since March. I think it was March. So awesome job to Shanna and then Jacob, who's not on, for getting all of our marketing dialed in. For Shanna, just freaking killing it. She enrolled 6 new students in July, and I think we were at almost a 2x ROAS on collected revenue, and then we were at like a 5x revenue on or a 5x ROAS on build revenue. So awesome job to Shanna and Jacob. I also wanted to shout out Shanna for a particular student that she enrolled, Teresa, who you guys will get to know. And she seems awesome. I've seen her in Slack. She's already in. But Teresa was very resistant to getting started in Rich Life CEO. And Shanna had a group text with her and I and Teresa to use me for support to kind of answer any questions. We actually connected Teresa with Allie Saliers, who I know you guys know who that is. Allie actually called me and she was like, hey, I don't know about this. I don't know about this Teresa girl. I don't know if she's just so scared. And she's like, I think her fear is gonna keep her from getting started. So Shanna and I are in the text message with her, and I forget, Shanna, what you said to her, but it was something along the lines of like, shit or get off the pot, basically. Like, you either need to do this or you need to not do this. So like, you keep saying all this stuff that you're gonna do it. So let's just do it. So like, are you ready? And when I read, y'all know how I am with sales, I'm not like that at all. I'm like, okay, girl, like it's fine. You don't have to like. And I really, really admired the way that Shanna did that because it was direct. It wasn't mean, but Shanna took a stand for Teresa and she called her out on her shit and made her make a decision with love. And y'all, the text message that Teresa sent, she said, "Fine, I'll do it." And then Shanna literally called her and she closed. Like, how insane is that? So I just thought that was super cool and just is like a big testament to having the right people in the right seat, which Shanna very clearly is because she's able to enroll and get people in much of a different way than I was. And so um, I love that because we're going to be able to get more people in the program that maybe wouldn't have been able to be impacted. So awesome job. Um,
Sam, I have it if you want me to read it.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Say it. Say what you said.
Okay, so she said, what are my payment options again? It doesn't really matter. I won't be able to pay off the payment plan each month anyway. Like those are two messages back to back. And I go, let's start with what can you afford as a down payment today? Originally, we spoke about splitting it even over the 6 months and telling your coach to immediately focus on a revenue injection and a plan to start getting you paid because she's had the salon and has never, I think 4 years, never paid herself. And she goes, afford with a credit card? I can put the whole thing on one of those. And so then Sam and I are messaging separately, and we were like, wait.
I'm like, what did she just say?
And I go, then it looks like it's a decision you need to make. Are you ready to cross the road from where you are today to where you want to be? You can continue to think of all of the reasons this won't work, or you can take the first step and start implementing lasting change in your business. At this point, it's your choice if you're ready to cross the road and do the work. We know that we know if you're average, you'll grow $45,000 in the next 6 months with our help, but you have to be ready to do the work. We are ready. Are you? And she goes, fine, I'll do it.
Like how like just back
Awesome.
that I loved it. I was like, hell yeah. It was such a cool and then that the fact that she enrolled, I texted Allie and I was like, you'll never guess. You'll never guess who enrolled today. But so awesome. Yeah, awesome job. Do you guys have any testimonials, shout outs on just like where your students are at right now in the program? Anna, or not Anna, Aaron, Jen,
Yeah.
no.
Great call yesterday with Emily from Willow. She has the opportunity to move into a bigger building. She can walk to it from her house, but it's like $14,000 in rent, whereas her normal rent now is like five. And then it's a shell, so it's like a $400,000 build out. And so her and I want to call, and she's like, I don't know if I should do it or if I can't, or my money. And I'm like, she's been sitting on a huge pile of cash. So I made her, but I didn't make her. I suggested she go buy some rental properties. So she bought two rental houses. So that took her cash, and she's like, it's kind of a bad time, but it's like the dream space. It's in the like walkable area where everything is. And right now she's kind of hidden and tucked. And I was like, girl, if anyone can do it, you can do it. Your finances are great. You're just not going to stockpile a whole bunch of cash right this moment to go buy more investments, but you're going to be investing in your business. And I said, I've literally told people not to do stuff like want another location, want to expand, want to retire from behind the chair, and their finances or their leadership or whatever doesn't support that. And so we had this whole conversation. She's like, fine, okay, I'm going to go for it. And I said, well, it was like, pump the brakes, sister. I was like, just if it all falls in place, it's like, just keep doing your work, get with the bank, price insurances. And the realtor and all was negotiating. Well, she literally texted me like, I don't know, maybe an hour later, and she said, holy shit. So she sent me this big old long voice memo. And the company negotiated where she has to pay no build out fee. So she saves $400,000, and they reduced her rent by like a big chunk.
Wow.
So she's going for it.
That's
Just
awesome.
really excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just want to piggyback on that too and say, like, I also chatted with Emily I think it was actually last week at this point, but I wanted to say, like, I want to shout out Jen for working, like, your work that you've done with her this year, because man, I could cry talking about this. One of the really coolest parts of like listening to what you're saying right now is that Emily is the first generation of her family to create any kind of anything. And I like I know, Jen, that you can relate to that. And I like also like it's just a really beautiful thing to see what we're capable of doing. And I mean, she came in a rock star. I mean, she just is one. But it's been really beautiful to watch her blossom with just some like intention and some support. And really sometimes that's all it takes for somebody to really just take their life like from ordinary into freaking high gear. And so I'm just really proud of the work that we've done with her, and like I know that we've impacted her more than positively.
I love
Yeah,
that.
she's the breadwinner. Her husband is the stay-at-home dad. That's their arrangement, and they love it. The other thing she said is she's like, I graduate in September, and I just pray y'all aren't kicking me out. I said, no, Erin's got something for you. Don't worry.
Love that.
Yeah, she
Love it.
loves it.
Awesome, awesome. Jesse says, Kim Wallace finally bought retreat tickets. Woo! Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, cool. Updates. I think my only update is, and y'all probably know this, but Merritt, Heather's baby, was born on Thursday, July 31st. Shanna, maybe you didn't know that because you were in Mexico, but yet, so Heather had her baby. He's really cute. I went over there to see him on Sunday. Heather is ecstatic that she's not pregnant anymore. I know that y'all know how she doesn't like being pregnant. And I asked her how she was feeling. She's like, girl, I have never been better. She's like, I feel so good. Merritt is healthy. Pregnant or the labor was like super smooth. She said that he's actually been sleeping really well. I don't really know a whole lot about babies when how they sleep, but apparently he only woke up, I think, twice in the night, like for the past couple nights. So I guess that's a good thing for being a newborn. So I'm happy for her for that. But yeah, that's all I have updates on my end. Erin, do you have any updates or does anybody else have any updates?
Um, the only update that I really have is that I'm hopping on year 2 calls with Jen in September, and we're going to be telling her students that she'll be departing. And so we're going to be making some decisions about what professors, what students are going with, et cetera, et cetera. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Cool beans. All right. Anything else, y'all? Okay. Well, thanks for hopping on this
Good to
morning.
see everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys too.
I know.
I like starting my day with your faces.
I know it's nice. One thing I will say, I am going to be semi out of office tomorrow. Derek has his second hip surgery tomorrow morning. I have no idea. They still have not told us what time we have to be at the hospital tomorrow. Um, but I'll probably be out of pocket until at least probably 12 o'clock. So I'll be available semi-ish, like Slack and my text messages, but not like I'm not gonna be like sitting at my computer like you know.
Mhm.
So, but then I'll be back to normal on Friday. So if y'all
I
need
will I will also be out. I'll be checking Slack tomorrow, but Friday I have my cousin's wedding back home. So
awesome. Oh yeah, Mal, I see that on our little on our pit team calendar.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
All right. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a good day. Mal,
Bye.
this weekend.
Bye. See you
Thanks.
later.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.